Our time roots, where nature remembers history. Subscribe to dig deeper. In 1920, Shanghai drifted quietly, like a paper boat on the Huangpu River. The Bund stood proud, watching time pass in stone and shadow.
Wait. If you liked this journey, please don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.
On the corners, rickshaw wheels creaked, and life moved gently between alleyways and tram lines. A woman's kipao shimmered as wind danced through silk, while a boy's boat floated through puddles. Small moments in a city growing beneath the sky. Inside, ink met parchment with care. A name, a thought, a memory. Temple bells rang in the distance, calling the old day home. And as dusk brushed the rooftops in sepia, Shanghai exhaled, still, quiet, and waiting for the future. By the 1930s, Shanghai wore two faces. One smiled behind a silk kipao in a jazz hall, the other, hardened by steel beams and soot, built towers into grey skies. On the surface, elegance, opera, and opium dens. Beneath it, smoke, sweat, and foreign flags claiming corners of old streets.
Wait. If you liked this journey, please don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.
The Bund gleamed, but the shadows behind it grew longer. This city didn't just evolve. It collided. Culture met capitalism. Art met artillery. And in the haze of perfume and progress, Shanghai became something unrepeatable, a fever dream in real time. At first, it was just a postcard memory, but then the flames came, and Shanghai changed forever. Boots on stone, flags that didn't belong, the city held its breath as a new army arrived. Sirens screamed, families ran.
Wait. If you liked this journey, please don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.
And the old alleyways turned into escape routes. Across the river, the Bund stood proud, until the sky itself fell in fire. A little boy, clutching a toy, learned what fear looked like without ever learning the word. On the garden bridge, time moved slowly. Bicycles creaked, rickshaws rolled. The weight of change was quiet, but real. Even the Peace Hotel couldn't hold its name. Its windows shattered into dust. Steel thundered across the Huangpu, but the river carried quieter things, like families trying to disappear. Voices battled over the air, Mandarin, Japanese, truth and noise. Jazz used to echo here. Now it was just broken glass, spinning records and silence. The streets couldn't speak, but the wind carried headlines no one wanted to read. Even the churches shook, their bells silenced, their towers cracked by time and fire. At night, the moon still came, the river still shimmered, but the city had no songs left to sing. She stood alone, a suitcase in hand, staring at the only skyline she had ever known, now changed forever. "1949. The city held its breath, red flags rose, and silence followed. The air changed. Speakers replaced songs with slogans. Old villas faded, children skipped rope where silence lived.
Wait. If you liked this journey, please don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.
One room, 3 families, privacy vanished behind thin fabric. Streets slowed down, work got heavier, colder, quieter. Art smiled back, every stroke followed a script. The screen blinked on, everyone watched, no one questioned. Below, the city dug deep, no glory, just steel and sweat. Marching below, like a drumbeat, the city couldn't stop.
Long live Chairman Mao! Long live Chairman Mao!
She swept the steps each morning. Some memories refused to leave. At first, the skyline was flat. Grey blocks and smokestacks ruled the horizon. But then, something shifted. In a dusty break room, a group of workers watched a flickering TV. A voice spoke of change, of opening,
This entire area will be
reform.
transformed. Indeed,
No one
the
cheered.
scale is immense.
They just listened.
But the potential is even greater.
Wait, if you liked this journey, please don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.
Eyes locked, breaths held. Across the river in Pudong, there were only fields, straw hats, muddy wheels, stray dogs. But then came blueprints, concrete, cranes. Shanghai started climbing, steel by steel, glass by glass. Neon replaced moonlight. Towers pierced through fog like they had something to prove.
Oh, 你好. Yes,
By the
I
end
can
of the
confirm
century,
that.
the river no longer looked back at a sleeping city. It looked up, at ambition, at sky, at the future taking shape.
Movies, new movies here. Want to take a look?
Back
Best
then,
quality.
You could still buy DVDs off a stool. The buildings were low. The air was thick. But something was shifting, quietly.
Say cheese.
Then the cranes came.
This is going to be
Steel
our
climbed
best one
higher
yet.
every day.
Wait, if you liked this journey, please don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.
Shanghai wasn't waiting anymore. Phones replaced postcards. People started documenting their lives like they were already part of history. Glass ceilings, marble floors. The middle class didn't just grow, it showed up dressed for it. When Beijing lit the torch, the whole country lit up. For a moment, everyone felt bigger than themselves. Look at the subway. It's not just transport, it's a map of momentum. New faces stepped off planes every day. Ideas followed. Some stories didn't survive. Old homes made way for new dreams. Not everyone got to say goodbye. Now it glows like a digital dream, beautiful, unstoppable. But beneath the shine, the youth still carved their own space, raw, loud, and real. Even in the rain, the city doesn't pause. Umbrellas open, people push forward. Today, it's coffee, laptops, and ambition. Same city, new rhythm. In the final stretch of a century-long climb, Shanghai doesn't just shine, it stares back.
Wait, if you liked this journey, please don't forget to subscribe. Thank you.
Surveillance cameras don't blink anymore. Each face scanned, each movement mapped. The future is no longer something we chase. It's something that watches us arrive.
Okay, let's start the meeting.
Good morning, everyone.
Can you hear me now?
Children scroll through glowing screens in towers their grandparents couldn't have imagined. Elders who once walked rice fields now navigate city blocks painted with augmented reality. The skyline doesn't grow taller, it grows quieter, more aware. Glass towers blink like sentinels, neon pulses like breath. In this city of code and cloud, data is the new silk. It flows, it trades, it binds. And beneath it all, the river still moves. Slower, older, deeper than memory. A city once occupied, then reborn, now digitalized. It is no longer becoming, it is. Shanghai is no longer a story we tell, it's a story that tells us.
Did you enjoy our episode today? If you did, let's dig into another story next Sunday at 10 p.m.